Back for another installment of No Matter How You Slice It. Does the loser still have to jump? Oh, man. Oh, man, the loser definitely has to jump. URL TV / Caffeine Network / Drizzy Drake Champagne Poppies Till Death Do Us Part battle card, right? Yeah, there was an upset. So I'm just going to recap who I had going into it, and then I'm going to tell you who I have going out of it. Pause. Fuck all that. Yo, first battle was... who went first? Pat Stay Sick. That worked out how I thought it would. I was impressed. Pat Stay, yo. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Look, real talk, that can go either way. That can go Pat Stay's way. That can go Real Sick's way. I personally got Pat Stay. First and second round were good from both of them. I feel like Pat's third was phenomenal. I feel like he was teaching Real Sick. I feel like Real Sick did well. I feel like he did exactly what he was supposed to do. I don't have no criticism. I just feel like Pat Stay was the obvious veteran. And me personally, as an MC, like that's always my favorite observation. You know, I'm always trying to see who is the vet here, who's the leader in the battle, you know, because battles don't always just go in like a random direction. Sometimes you have one MC leading the fight, and then you'll have the other MC trying to match them, or they might be on the back foot and they might be trying to defend, you know. But like in this match, I felt like Pat was definitely more dominant. Sick definitely, like, I wouldn't be mad if someone said they got Real Sick, you know, because, you know, he deserves it. Like, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. I got Pat, but I ain't mad at that. You know, Jazz the rapper. Yeah, okay, it's not Young Gattas now. It's Gattas, right? Jazz the rapper and Gattas. Going into it, I didn't know who I was going to pick. But man, Streets got a body. Streets need a body. Streets need... That's for all y'all Raising Canaan people. Y'all know. Yo, man. Oh, my God, man. Gattas did great, man. But Gattas was outmatched severely. Gattas did great. Gattas was severely outmatched, man. Look, all three. Like, Jazz showed the difference. She showed the difference. Man. Like, with so many layers, man. Like, she was kicking Gattas' ass in delivery, in stage presence, in performance, in material. And don't get it twisted. Like, Gattas was great. Like, Gattas' third round was great. It was some good fight back, but this match was over round 2, if you ask me. Real talk. But Gattas did good. So, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, if you show up, like, you can lose, but it's not a bad thing if you were clearly outmatched, but you did well. But if you, like, stop fighting or you just didn't land anything, like, then that's when it's bad. But, like, man, Jazz went into so many bags, like, you know, addressing the crowd or addressing the her fellow constituents in the game as far as her absence, because she'd been off for, like, 5 years or something like that. So she started off with addressing those things, and, you know, everybody wants to talk about Jazz's virginity and whatnot. Hey, Foofy. And then she she went into a lot of different pockets. She said that she was a 911 operator, and I think that was her rebuttal. I think Gattas had really led with that. And you know, Gaddis was like, she spent her whole, I think, second round talking about Jazz as an operator. She's like, you working on your customer service, like trying to clown it, right? And I'm just laughing because in my mind, like in 2021, you look crazy making fun of anyone that's working. You really do, because reality is not everybody's rich. Not everyone that's famous is rich. People might not be broke, but they're not rich. So it's very logical and sensible that a person who's a performer or a performing artist or what have you will have a regular 9 to 5. Like, that's very normal. It's like, you know, these some of these spells and these fallacies of, oh man, once you famous, you ain't working, like that's just not real. And then, real talk, you do have people who are famous performers and celebrities that we all know who do have 9 to 5s, and they might take time off from their fame and go back to regular life. Like, it's very realistic, right? So Gattas spent her second round talking about that. Jazz comes back with the rebuttal. She's talking about, I hope, what she said, man, I can't remember the line. So I didn't write nothing down. I was enjoying it, right? But she had a rebuttal about, what if your mom said, oh, my baby just got shot, and then she gets me on the phone. She like, you better hope she don't get me. And she made a punchline about it and just totally creatively spend it on her. And I was so satisfied because that is MCing. All these punchlines, set up punchline, set up punchline, personal, all, 1, 2, 3, go by the book shit. That shit never gets it done against somebody who's actually MCing on that ass. So take notes, right? Again, Gattas had a great third, but man, Jazz all 3 rounds was too much. Too much. I'm looking at the chat. People like, she dead. They like, 3-0, leave her alone. You hear people in the footage. They're in the building. They're like, leave her alone. Yeah, man. Yeah. Streets got a body. 3-0 Jazz, man. Next battle after that, was it Surf and Cal? Who went after that? I want to say it was Surf and Cal, right? Or, yeah. I feel like it is. Or am I missing somebody? Surf Cal, Rum Rex, Lux Gotti. All right, I'm gonna just go Surf Cal anyway. If I miss something, y'all comment and say so, cause I might be tripping right now. But I liked everything Cal did. Cal had a great first round, and Surf had an incredible first round. It was kind of short, but he did everything that I think was necessary to do. Punchlines. Like, think about Sue Surf. Like, he's undeniable when he actually goes in there and tries, actually. And like, man, this in my mind was not a battle of material, but really just a battle of preference. Like, with Sue Surf, charisma. That's the main attribute that I think about. Charisma, man. Like, when Surf says, like, I got different gears that I go into, like, he's dead on. Because certain MCs will, like I said, straight down the line, 1, 2, 3 punchline, 1, 2, 3 punchline, to the point where the audience is ready for it before you even land the punch, right? Surf breaks that format often. And like, he just does some, like, man, I wish I wrote everything down to really quote it like that, but like, all 3 rounds, Surf was fire. Fire, right? Cal was fire. He was fired 2 rounds, and then the 3rd round, it was cool, but I felt like he kind of stopped fighting. I feel like he kind of like slowed down a little bit, And thing I like about Cal is like, he's not the type of MC that panders, Like, he's not the, hey, everybody react dude. And I love that. Surf is that, and that's why this was a great match, because it was like each MC is the antithesis of the other. It's like what one does, the other don't, and vice versa. Surf is showy. He's one of those kind of people. He's a Leo, You know what I'm saying? So, you know, showy. You know, everything is external, you know, as opposed to somebody like, and I think, I could be wrong, I think Calico is a Capricorn. I think I could be wrong, but I say all of that to say that both types of people operate very differently. Um, and like I say, like Cal is not a showy dude. You know, he's not like that. He's just as credible, just as quality as the next MC, in my opinion. Because what I like about him is he gets the job done without a bunch of the, you know, the traditional methods that a lot of other MCs do. Because you know everybody copycats, man. And in MCing, in my mind, and you know, per the foundation of this, the name of the game is separating yourself. The name of the game is being original and being different from the next man. And Cal does that because he rhymes to you very matter of factly, very sensibly, very logically, very practical, you know, and he's just like he's like he's like all substance, no filler to me. You know, he don't do like he don't take a lot of bars off to me. And if it don't land like a punch, there's a reason, right? But everybody's looking for the punchline. Where's the punchline? Where's the part where I can go, ah? You know, everybody wants that. No one wants to listen and sit back and look at the subtleties. Like, why did he say that like that? And why did he not land a punch there? Must be a reason, right? So that's where Cal is fatal. But I honestly got Surf taking this. I felt like Cal could have, but I feel like Surf was too powerful. I feel like he was clean all three. He was like the energy, like, you know, and that's one thing too. Presence, man. Presence is a deadly weapon for an MC. And that's why a lot of people have trouble with Surf. They have trouble with Goods and you know, other MCs who are probably not coming to my mind immediately right now, but presence, man. Presence will kick a lot of ass for you. You know what I mean? Like, or at least let a lot of things roll off of you, right? So I got Surf all three, man. 3-0, not a body, just 3-0 to me. But I mean, shoot, I mean, I don't know if I can give Cal a round. If I can, it probably might be the first. But like, Surf was just powerful and consistent, right? So we did three of them, right? Twerk and Rock. I don't know if they came on before or after Cal. Rock has a high percentage of second rounds being his most potent of his 3 rounds, and that definitely came to be. Um, I feel like Rock definitely got the energy back in the room after Twerk set the bar, and oh man, there was a line in the battle. Pardon me. Twerk had he said something about y'all niggas always do this. Like y'all always rapping about shooting people that's paying you. This nigga was like he said some rifle bursting. What'd he say? A sniper person lift a gun in the air, rifle bursting. I'm gonna hit somebody in the air. What'd he say? I'm gonna hit Drake in the head. His head gonna bust open like the Sprite commercial. Drake loved it. The whole building loved it. You know, but that was a moment. And Twerk is really good for that. But Rock was Rock, man. I feel like I got Rock in this battle, but I wouldn't be mad if somebody had Twerk. You know, like for me, it's always lyricism. It's always lyricism, man. And Twerk is lyrical, but like I don't think his delivery is as polished as Rock. I feel like Twerk has the energy, but you know, one thing that I know from being lyrical and actually performing your lyrics is the more energy that you put into the delivery, it kind of takes away from how polished you can say something. So, for example, if I'm screaming at the top of my lungs the whole time, like it takes a whole lot more wind than it does to just say something in your regular voice and have more control when you know what I'm saying? Maybe that may not make sense to a lot of people, but it's just it's a balance kind of. It's like two ends of one spectrum. It's like the more you yell, the less control you may be able to use because you're just throwing your energy, as opposed to calmly controlling it and conducting it, which is what Tay-Rock does. Tay-Rock has these moments where he takes the energy up, but he comes down. And when he comes down with it, it's, man, I hope y'all understand. But like, this is just a fact. You know, delivery is, there's a lot of ways to employ and apply that, right? So, twerk rock, man. Either way, I got rock though. I got rock. Rum Rex. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. In this point in the event, I wasn't as tuned in. I feel like Rex came out nice. I feel like he was getting a lot of reception in the building. Typical Rex to me. Some lines that are like but not like, oh my god. You know, I haven't felt like that from T Rex and probably I can't remember when. You know, and no disrespect, you know, great material, but like I just don't get impressed. You know, I'm satisfied, I guess, but you know, it's never like, oh my god, he set a new bar. You know, it's never that. I don't have that experience when I hear Rex, at least now. Rum Nitty, he was saying, I'm gonna be honest with you, he was saying a lot of things that I wasn't really catching, and maybe it was the references, maybe it's just because I wasn't interested. You know, first two rounds I was kind of over it, and then I ordered some food, so I went to go pick that up, and then by the time I came back, they was done. So I don't know, man. Y'all let me know who y'all got in Rum Rex, you know, but uh, I man, the main event, man. I don't know, man. Like Lux was on point round one. Um, most of round two, and then slipped up a lot in the third. And he said he was tired. He said he was real tired. I don't know if maybe the energy in the room got to him. I don't know if like the reactions from Gotti shook him. I don't know, man. I would like to not believe that. But Geechi was 100%, all three. You know what I'm saying? I never feel like Geechi really says anything that's like real fatal to me, like in my mind, because I just know the level of you know, subject matter that he talks about. You know, just a bunch of different ways to disrespect somebody and kill them. Like it's just not, you know. It's like, all right, like everybody does that, like, you know. So maybe I'm a hip hop enthusiast. Maybe I got my nose up in there. Yeah, fucking right. When you write too and you rap too, you your mindset will be like that too. But honestly, like Lux had a couple moments, but I don't think he said nothing that was too fatal. I'm like, what are you like? I mean, I don't think it was damaging. I don't think it was doing enough damage, man. And I don't know if maybe you know, people in the building was not that receptive. I mean, they were in LA. You know what I mean? At least in Cali. I don't know if they were in Los Angeles. It was definitely in Cali though. And you know, obviously Gotti is from there. And you know what's interesting? I watched Daylight. He just did a video. I think he dropped it last night or this morning. He made some really, really interesting points. Really, really interesting points about the energy and you know, the aura surrounding the card. And you know, he was saying that him and Lux was supposed to be. Let me make sure that I'm saying this correctly, because they were still in the negotiations for the battle, and I think that it might have happened on this card, but Daylight said no for his own reasons. And he was saying that Lux, you know, went for the battle. He obviously took the deal, but he was saying that he told Lux don't do it because of the energy that was surrounding it. And you know what? This might not make a lot of sense to people who are just not familiar with certain concepts, but you know, energy is real, man. And you know, when you speak death, you invite death, right? This is a fact. It's not opinion. I don't care. Somebody say, "Oh, you think it too deep," whatever. You just not hit, right? Um, obviously, the card is named "Till Death Do Us Part," and you know, when the URL is trying to get this their brand to trend, and they make these hashtags for each event. The hashtag for this one was till death. And these things mean something. If a person is not aware that they do mean something, then they're just simply not aware. But these things mean something. And as I'm watching the event, I'm looking at till death pop up at below. While commentators are talking, I'm looking at it say till death, and people are tweeting it, and it's right around Halloween is today, and that happened on the 30th, so obviously, there's association with October 31st in the event, and that makes a lot of sense to me because there's a ceremonial activity with that, like with everyone and with all these people involved in the event and everybody tweeting till death, everybody talking death, putting that out there, that energy is real. And long story short, Daylight was making a point. He was saying, once you decide to take these walks of being a person that's a light worker, dealing with the light, right? Then obviously you can't, accept every invitation. And he was saying in so many words that Lux was destined to lose. He was saying that because of the matchup. He was saying this is not a matchup where you can get a classic. It's either like someone's going to die. Figuratively speaking in the sport, right? He's like, someone's going to die in that matchup. And it makes perfect sense because Geechi Gotti really is the antithesis of what Loaded Lux is as MCs, like what they talk about, because all Geechi talks about is ignorance, like cripping, misfortune, all that shit that niggas want to celebrate, that's what he talks about, right? So obviously this is why people want to see it because they're like, man, who's going to be more potent? But, Daylight made a very good point in that, and it, the energy that Geechi Gotti is on, that energy is dominant in today's state of our society because we live in a death culture, We celebrate death in so many ways unconsciously. We don't think about it, right? And man, it was shocking to see Loaded Lux in that way. Of course he's human, but he was slipping up a little bit in the third. He ended it early, gave his slogan, and it was just sad to see, man. Geechi Gotti on stage arguing with Loaded Lux's entourage, talking about shut up when I'm rapping, nigga, before I fuck you up, and doing all this theatrical shit, But that's my point. Like this negativity, like that's not light. That's not like, it's just very clear, very simple. It's not complicated. Like those kind of actions are negative. That breeds negativity, like now, are you doing it for just theatrics to sell the battle? Maybe so, but still, those are other grown ass men on the other side that you're arguing with. And you a grown man, so you may not care about that, but nigga, you're not the only one that's grown. You're not the only one that knows how to argue and defend themselves and fight when they want to and feel like they need to. So those type of actions, man, that's just not how a leader is supposed to conduct himself. Now you see in the footage, Loaded Lux ain't even on it. He looking at his entourage like, I don't even sweat it. Because he grown. He know this shit is just for the camera. We get you talking about, yeah, and I'm serious too. I mean that. Like, that's just not how you supposed to carry yourself, as a man. Not saying that you're not supposed to defend yourself, but like you that's some other shit. Like, you don't control no other grown man's mouth. If they talking, they talking. That's like when somebody say, man, I'll punch somebody in the mouth if they say nigga. And they like, say if they talking about a white person. Like, okay, so that means that you're obligated to punch every white person in the mouth who says nigga. No matter how big, small, muscular, not muscular, close to you, far away. That means that you obligated to do that because you that real right? That you standing on your principles, right? So that means that every time a white person say it, don't matter who, your neighbor down the street or a professional wrestler, you got to go check all them niggas, tough guy, right? So in closing, I always say that, right? In closing, man, I guess the loser has to jump, man. Damn, Lux. It's like he didn't get killed. To me, it's just a clear loss. It's like, damn, like not Gotti. Like that's not a nigga you need to lose to. No disrespect to Gotti, but like given the subject and the substance of a Loaded Lux, like this is upper echelon for a reason. It's not because we just want to be on Lux's team. Like, oh my God, you're the best. Like it's a reason. It's because of the quality. It's because of the things that you say. So man, I guess it might have been a bad move, man, because it just wasn't good for Lux's stock, and you know now what you gonna say to Gotti now, man? Y'all let me know what y'all thought of the event. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, all of that, and we gonna chop it on the next one. Peace.